Good evening, 5 o'clock. I got 5:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've fed all the cats inside, outside, Snowball, Wildcat. There goes Snowball running across the road, but he'll be back up on the porch, up in the box. And, stop at the mailbox. If I don't hit the mailbox. Well, my son got something. I wish, man, I can't even reach to the mailbox. Well, I don't know what this is, but I'll look at it when I get stopped. I got 34 degrees on my car. Well, it's supposed to start at 5 o'clock. They're going to have singing, I don't know what, down in the park. And it's too cold for me to really stand out there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking of going next week, after payday, because I gotta have to take a gas. But it's nice, but I don't know if they got speakers up on the square or not. I know they will have music. Since Charlestown, Indiana paid for that music, I shouldn't get in trouble for copyright since they paid for it. But I didn't pay for it. That's the catch-22, people. But if I had a computer, when I get back home, I can take the music out. Since I don't have the computer, I can't edit the music out since I'm using my cell phone. So I'll probably get in trouble for that. Since I am a reporter, a licensed reporter, have my press passes, I don't see how YouTube can get me. But it's not a person that does it. It's a computerized program, the way I understand other YouTubers talk about it. There's a post office truck at this time of the day. Usually they're back by 4 o'clock. That's probably some of Amazon stuff. But I don't think I cut over Brown's time, but I don't know if I can even park in the H&R block. At least I can sit there and watch it, because they'd probably be on a gazebo in the city park. I don't know. I've never been there when they light up Christmas lights. I don't know. Because usually this time of year, it's too cold for this old man. Hello, Yoakum. I know it's Foot Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Okay. You know, my son this morning got a text from the JC store in Charlestown on medicine being ready. Got there, it wouldn't be there until after 4 o'clock. So it sucked. They done, you know, that JC drugstore done made him and a few other people mad. He's going to switch drugstores. He might go with Walgreens since they got all his insurance information. I don't know what he's going to do. He told the people there, I'm going to find me another one. You send me a text saying it's ready. I got here. You said it won't be in till 4 o'clock. So what kind of drugstore, you know? That's one thing I hate about that drugstore in Charlestown, the JC store. They won't shut up long enough for you to explain something. They keep interrupting you. That's no way to run a drugstore. Yeah, I got 34 degrees on my gauge here, so that's probably what it is. So I get up there to the 4-way stop. I'm going to take a left and take 160. You know, sometimes I forget east and west, north and south. They said certain numbers, you know, it's east and west and north and south. You know, like 65, it's north and south. 265's east and west. You know, I forget how it goes. You're all smarter than me. I hate the cell signal I'm getting. It said unstable. You know, ouch. Damn. Boy, that's a rough railroad tracks. Now I know why I don't come this way. Better turn my lights on. I put it on auto, but I usually turn it off when I get it home because I don't turn them on when you start it up. Then it shuts off, you know, later on. But I just don't trust stuff like that. You know, maybe I shouldn't start my live stream until I got to Charlestown. But people, I'm driving. And in case I have an accident, like I say, I have somebody out here this morning on the way to Charlestown. It was on my side of the road. Yeah. Go into your back window. For your safety and all that, plus, you know, if you have a wreck, it'll show you if it's not your fault. The reason I push this, you heard people getting hit at a stoplight. You got a green, you go, you get T-boned. The other person, they have the green light. You said you have the green light. But having a dash cam, people, it shows you who got the green light. It's only my opinion. I see a bunch of videos out there. This one person, he got hit by a sheriff's department or a marshal, I forget what it was. He had the green light, but they blamed the other guy. Lucky he had a dash cam. That saved him from going to jail, paying a ticket. The sheriff's department or U.S. Marshal had to pay a bad curve. There was an ambulance wrecked here better than 6 years ago. Killed one of the ambulance people on the road. It's the intersection up here. It was a school teacher of mine, Larry Dean. He was a good teacher. I don't know. Oh, that ain't Tom, because Tom lives right here in this gravel driveway. Well, his truck ain't home, so he must be working someplace. Just past WD4IXL's house, Terry and Herb. She died a year or so ago. I didn't know that, but I remember reading it. They tore the house down. You know, I got a night call. Had a trip, and I go there and feed them. Them little horses as mean as they could be. Because I knew I was a stranger, but I've been there a few times when Terry and Herb was out there. They didn't mind, but they wasn't there. I told them, you know, I forget what their name was. I said, if you want your food, you better behave yourself. And Terry said, they come up and snip you, just smack them. It took me 3 years to pass. I went to renew my license. I wait, I call them, talk to a lady, said, they're working on it. I don't know what the hold up is. I had those little walkie-talkies, you know, a half a watt, talking on them. And, you know, you don't have to have license. You don't have to go by the FCC rules. Man, I got in trouble over it. That's the only thing I can figure it happened. And it was a school corporation had them. They're not licensed to transmit on that one frequency. It wasn't a repeater frequency or nothing. I had mine set, you want to call it. Somehow they found out, then they start transmitting there. But the guy that was in charge of security at that time was a ham operator, turned me in. Because I'm not one to put up with bullcrap as a ham operator. You know, I still haven't heard from what they told me on the phone. So they're going to send me paperwork. You know, they had my post office box. I never did get anything, but they told me that you have to do a new 610 form and start from scratch. Take your technician and general. Oh, I said, blanky the blank I do. I said, I didn't screw up. You all screwed up. But also, you know, there's nothing on the 610 form if you getting arrested. But you go to another part of the rules that if you got arrested, you can't come a ham operator or a GMR or whatever they call it. You can't get a license if you've been arrested and convicted. But it don't say it on the 610 form. I lost, I don't know how much money when I set that in years ago. But if that's how the FCC want to do, but it'll change when Trump gets in there. I might just wait. I helped a whole lot of people when I was a ham radio operator. There is somewhere in Kentucky, I forget where it is, there's a prison where I was close to, and a golf course that they was working on. If anybody knows where it is, you know what I'm talking about. There is a prison and all that. And it was foggy that night. I went over in my I think it was a 77 Plymouth Fury. And my ICOM, either 28H or 880, I can't remember. That's how long ago it was. Excuse me, I belch. But since that's, you know, a Subway, since that's twice I stopped this week, I had over my bread limit. There's some cows up by the fence. I guess that is an Amish place. We're coming up one I call Dead Man's Curve. This one called Dead Man's Curve when I was growing up. Because right here, there's a mailbox right there. There used to be a couple of big trees. People would come flying around this curve, either from Charlestown or from Henryville. It got killed. People call that Dead Man's Curve. But if you have an accident, you know, you can call 911. Would they know where Dead Man's Curve is on 160? No. Because all the things I know is the one I grew up with. They changed names and this and that. I want to thank all you people that have subscribed. I'm trying my best, but I got to see where I can park. I know the H&R Block will probably be full at this time of day. But I know they're going to be playing music. But since the city in Charlestown has paid for the copyright law, I should be responsible. So YouTube, don't get me on it if I'm up on the square, because the city of Charlestown has paid for the copyright of it to rebroadcast it. So, to me, that's not copyrighted. I filled my cup up with Pepsi Zero. I shouldn't even be out. You know, because it's nighttime, I don't see that good. The lights look like a prism. If you all know what a prism looks like, it's like a rainbow, all different colors, in case you young kids don't know what a prism is. It's sitting back there with your parents. Man, all these people coming to see light up over Charlestown. Now it's clear one way, but it's not clear the other way. I should have got out when I was at the JC store early this morning and tell them cops that you can't park there. It's a fire lane. You're not on business. All you doing is collecting money, but you're not on official business. But knowing these cops people, they probably would arrest me. I'm one of them scaredy cats that don't want to get arrested. Then I would have to wait until Monday to go to court. I probably could beat it during a report, but I'm going to drive past the park. I can see if they down there or what. I just don't know, people. I've never done this. You know, you see the lights over there. I might have to. Boy, it's getting bumpy. I see if they're down there. Yep, they're down there. And I'm not gonna no left turns. I wonder, do they have permission from the state of Indiana to do this? You know, that's a question for you all to answer, because I don't know. If I open my big mouth, they will probably arrest me. Gas at the Sunoco station is $2.95. But I want to get around the square because I don't want to go down there in the park. That's too many people. People parking at the funeral home parking lot. What does blue mean? No parking? I guess blue stands there, but they got, and that person, they got a usually a post office got signs up with no parking. But since I got a handicap thing, I'm going to park there. So I'm going to sit here, people. Let's see, I got to see what time it is. It's 5:36, so they had kicked the lights on at 6 o'clock. But since the government vehicles not supposed to park in the handicapped spot, they got no signs. People, you can't park at the post office because there ain't no signs. I don't know why they're down there in the park. See how much? So I'm going to walk around the square right now because I got about 71%. I don't know what's wrong with my charger. People, I can't take this cold weather. See, all this would be lit up. I might walk across the highway. See, even this gazebo would be lighting up. You see in purple there, I think it's 550 and 562. 2 Charlestown police officers died. I think 550 was, I can't think of it is. He was killed in a car wreck up around Scott County and Jefferson County line. And to me, I believe the reason he got killed, they threw stop sticks out for the car that was running from him. They didn't pull it back quick enough. And he ran over it, lost control, killed him, knocked the dog for a loop. But people, I can't take this cold weather. So you can hear them singing down there. But people, it's too cold. Yeah, it's 550 and 562. You go on the Charlestown Police Department website. It's cold. I left my gloves at home, people. That used to be the old Charlestown Cleaners. See, it says 550, 562. See, I'll let you look at that real good. It's too cold.
It is chilly.
Heck, when I was their age, I was out in shorts and flip-flops. My dad got mad. And them little kids think it's cold. When I was their age, but that's how kids are, you know. They got too much heat. They don't get outside and play. But people, I ain't walking over there. It's too cold. Got the babies out in this. It's cold out here. See, you got a coffee cafe. That used to be Goodman's Drugstore. I think that was a jewelry shop. That used to be the old B&T drugstore. See, look at that light. Ain't that pretty? But it's cold out here, people. Good morning, young man. Good afternoon, young man. See, that's part of the history here. Woman rights, you know, all this up here. You can look at that later and blow it up and read it. Do not, well, man, it is too cold. Like I say, this would really be light up. You know, that used to be the old Bank of Charlestown over there. That baby didn't have their gloves on, and it's cold out here.
We should go down.
I'm gonna take a shortcut. At least I don't have to duck my head. They used to have lights over at City Hall. There's the mailman. But I'm going back over and sit in my car. I should have had my gloves, but even cold out there, it takes the heck out of your cell phone. Because I ain't going down there in the park. You all got a cold job?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know how good of heaters they got in them post office truck. Well, plug my phone in. See if it's I'm gonna start it up and let it warm up. If I can find it. I'm sorry, people. I can't take this cold. That means I'm gonna have to get my gloves out of the drawer and my toboggan. You all saw that cop car. I don't know if that's Major Gilbert or what, but he closed his laptop, like didn't want me to film anything. Well, what's he doing illegal? To me, it's public information. It's over the internet. Let's see how you change channels. I got the Scott County paper in the car, but I ain't. Because I know they had a radio station up here. It's, I think, 88.6, 88 something. I don't know. Maybe it's not on yet. That I got to turn my, sorry it's being black out, but I got to turn my vent heat on to warm my hands up. I wasn't going to come back, don't want to take a chance. Right now there's no snow, but it's cold outside. I'm sorry I didn't go down there in the park where you could listen to that music. But I don't know how YouTube will do. You know, they're singing it, so I don't know if it'd be classified as copyright music or not. A bunch of kids down there, I cannot stand those little breaths. I'm sorry, people, but I'm old. Parents don't make their kids mind. Plus, since you got kids, I don't want to videotape kids. You know, they got privacy rights. Man, I see prison. Now it's back on because the car coming this way. So why would somebody at the floor covering have their sign says open? It's closed. It's 5:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I got on my car clock. It could be a minute off. It could be a minute fast. It could be a minute slow. But this place is packed, people. I think they start in about October putting these Christmas lights up. And plus that big Christmas tree you see in a park. But I might stop at the JC store and pick up my son's medicine. Since I'm done here, if he needs it or not, I don't know. I'm going to lay my phone down on my knee because I'm trying to warm my hands up. You know, when you got diabetes, there's a woman carrying a baby, and the baby ain't got their gloves on. I'm going to say maybe a year old. Man, I think that's child abuse, people. You know, you sure have gloves on your babies. You know, they get sick. You know, that's only my opinion. What feels to have your steering wheel on the other side of the car? I think they should make cars like that have the steering wheel on the right side. You know, I like to see that, but it'll never happen unless you order the car that way. There's a new post office truck. I don't know where the heck he's going to park. I ain't moving. They used to park on the other side until one of them got hit. But since they ain't got a sign that says no parking, I'm in the handicapped spot. Legally, they cannot park in the handicapped spot. They got no license plates on the mail truck. Turn my radio off because since I don't want to get in trouble for music. They're just going to park there, and another person can't get out of their parking place, but I'm parking in the handicap spot. Legally, a post office truck cannot park in the handicap spot. You know, they can't even park in the fire lane. People, you can't park there. But since they ain't got no signs up says no parking, put my window down a little bit. That way no carbon CO2 can get in. You never know. 559. But the post office always got signs says no parking. But I'm in a handicapped spot. Legally, they can't make me move. They can make that car that's in front of me move. That's what he's gonna tell them. Let me put it up where you all can see that. I guess he's getting on the phone to call the police. This is a public parking place, but also, if they have a sign that says no parking, they can't make you move. Okay, people, they got their lights on over there, so I'm gonna get out. You can go over and see it. Then I'm gonna So I'm gonna get out of the car, make sure I got my key. This is WTSC Channel 11 News, coming to you live in Charlestown, Indiana. YouTube, this ain't copyright music. See, people? There it is. See? .9 on the FM dial. See, look at that. See how beautiful it is? Look at that. Look how beautiful it is, people. People, YouTube, this music is not copyrighted. The city of Charlestown paid for it to rebroadcast it, so you can't get me on copyright music. Because their lawyer says I can record it, so it's not copyrighted.
Lights are gleaming far across the snow. You're not dreaming. May I present the North Pole? If it's penguins you expect of you, you surely haven't guessed. They all live down at the other end. With a little luck, we'll be on time. There's no Mrs. Rich, because that's the way things happen on the Polar Express. That's the sound of the singing. Check my manifest. You can be our guest.
It's cold. That's okay. See, people, how beautiful it is.
Candy cane lane. No, it's probably just too cold for us. I have your hoodie jacket in my car. Why didn't you get that?
Wonder how they do that. Oh, I see how they do it now. On that pole up there. See, it's doing it from that right there, people.
Did you say anything? That's okay. You want to tell Santa what you want for Christmas?
Will you take a picture with me, please?
Done went around the square and it's cold.
Excuse me, sorry.
People with their kids out. Well, that one had the baby cover up the blanket, and Mama got the other baby wrapped up in the blanket. So it's cold. I want to thank you all. People, I hope you liked it. Yeah, turn my radio down. I can't go that way, I gotta go straight. Should have went out the other way, dummy me. People park there in the blue, which, well, they closed, so I guess it don't matter. I hope you love light up city of Charlestown for Christmas. Get over on your side of the road. Man, people's crazy. I showed you there over there. I didn't want to stop people. Whoa. Thought they was going to pull out in front of me. It never fails, people. I do a live stream, no matter what time it is, they call. It's still 34 degrees, people. It's 6:15 p.m. B&O Whiskey Store. Papa John is busy. There's Subway. No, not gonna stop at Subway, people. I done stopped twice this week. There's no more. I make 3 times this month, so I done went over my bread limit. $2.85 here at the Circle K. Is that easy? No, $2.95 if you use a credit card. Oh, it's probably trying to find a handicapped spot at this time of night. Probably be impossible. My tough luck, if I park there, I get in trouble. Jake the Snake look like he's here. Yeah, look, it could be Jake the Snake's truck. Sorry, I can't take my phone in. I picked my son's medicine up. He don't pay any co-payments. And they were going to charge 60 cents. I said, wait a minute. I said, he does not pay co-payments. I said, I got the same insurance he does. I don't pay it. But what I don't understand, the vitamins, I think D, he don't have to pay a co-payment. I do. We got the same insurance. I don't understand that. Man, trying to get out, people's walking behind. You gotta be careful. You gotta have eyes all over your head. That can't be Jake the Snake truck, because I think it's a diesel. That's a diesel. Oh, it's got V8, but it got a plug-in. I guess they got a heater for it. I just turned my radio off because I can't play no music because they get me for copyright. Because I gotta be careful. It's dark out here. I can't see too good, people. Like that car coming towards me, I see a prism circle. There's a nice lights here. Right there where the mailbox is, that's where the two big trees, about 3 feet diameter, I think it was. So I think I'm gonna hit Brownstown Road, because the rough as those railroad tracks, as rough as they are. Maybe in January I won't see those prism anymore. I don't know. Turn my rear defroster on. I know the speed limit's 45, but people, it's nighttime for me, and know when I was young, these houses out through here used to have Christmas lights. If anybody from Orleans, Indiana, or Salem, Indiana, I prefer somebody from Orleans, Indiana. When my grandma used to live there in Orleans, Christmas time, everybody decorate their lights. I guess the town of Orleans or whatever, who can have the best Christmas lights. I don't know if they still do that or not, people. If anybody remember in Orleans, people named Roberts. Next door to them was a house. It had a beauty shop in it. And they had a son named Billy. I think he lives up by a school and works at Ford Motor Company, I believe. I think he had a sister named Amy, but don't quote me on it. But I can't remember the last name or what street my grandma lived on. Because Billy and his mom and the beauty shop was right next door. Catty corner from Billy's mom's house was a church. That I remember. You got to be careful right here because there's usually deer across the road, and it's time of the year we got to watch out for the deer. We don't want to kill Rudolph, because how's Rudolph, if he gets killed, how's he gonna guide Santa's sled? I hate cars when they come the other way because of the prison circle I see. I guess maybe that's part of cataract problems. Whereas that's the surgery that I'm going to have in January. I'm scared to death. I know when the eye doctor had me, my right eye, he said something about 2. I don't know what he means by 2. And my left eye, I think he said 4. There's Fox Road on my left that I was talking about. That's where I schooled up a few days, when I think his sister found him. He was into racehorses. Anybody who went to Charlestown back when I did, Larry Dean was the school teacher. I think I had him for driver's ed, but I don't know if I had him or Mr. Doherty. I can't remember. I think it was Mr. Doherty. But Mr. Dean, I think, taught algebra 1 or 2. But I wasn't smart enough, people. My son was in elementary school. And they had algebra. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. My dad could figure it out. He done it his way and got the same answers. But algebra, kids that took algebra use it in this day and time. So why do they teach algebra? I know they used to teach French and Spanish in school. I don't think they do that anymore. I know when I was in school, they used to teach home ec. Teach girls how to cook. But that was back in the 60s and 70s. I laid out for a couple of years, went into Uncle Sam, Back there then, the Marines, you serve 2, 3, 4, and 6 years. I put in for 2. But I couldn't go to Vietnam. The time I went from Paris Island to Camp Lejeune, I didn't have enough time to go to Vietnam. But I had buddies that did go to Vietnam, which are dead now because they got Agent Orange. Just like my a-hole brother has. He's older than me. He was born in 46, so you figure out how old he is. I can't figure it off the top of my head. I get home, the kitty cat's gonna come and jump on my hood since the engine's warm, or some of them will get underneath the car. Snows, you want to stay off of 160. Because this used to be a state highway, they keep it clean. Now Clark County takes care of it, but Highway 403 is a lot cleaner. And this is when it's snow time. I hate to dim my lights, but I think we should do like Salem and Orleans at Christmas time. Put up the Christmas lights and give some kind of reward out for them for decorating your house. Salem and Orleans, they got Amish, so you know they're not gonna do it. I had some Amish friends when I was a kid. So, even that street light up there on the right, it shows on the left. It shows the prism. All these lights I see the prism. This road on the right, Henryville, Otisco Road, it'll take you to Otisco. Come on, car, I can't see where to turn. Unless I missed the turn off. Well, I missed the turn off, people. See, that's a bad thing about night. I can't see. That means I have to take it easy over these railroad tracks. That's one thing I hate about country living. They don't have a street light at the end of the road. That makes me mad. I could turn here and cut over and take Brownstown Road, but I'm not gonna do it. See how rough it is going this way. anything like that. But you're right. Gotta take it easy through here, because, you know, Henryville Forestry, there's deer. So I gotta keep my eyes open, people. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, if you believe in Thanksgiving. There's Brownstown Road right here, people. So far, I'm at 67 miles. I'm 17 miles over that limit for the day. But I'm making out, because I don't drive 50 miles a day. Take that times 7. That's about 300 and something miles a week. And so far this month, let's see when Lord, I must didn't change it. Because I try to change both of them. I change my trip every day if I drive. Then once a month I change it. It says 1,800 miles. I didn't drive no 1,800 miles, you know. Maybe 300 miles, so that shows me I haven't changed it in the last 2 months. I got 30 degrees outside, people. I lost 4 degrees. So I turn it back on my ugly mug shot. There's Kenny lights he put on the fence today. Sorry, but my phone got hot, people. Yeah, my kitty cats wouldn't step on it. So I want to say goodbye, people. You all have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas video for Light Up Charlestown. So God bless you all. Put your faith in God. And let's make America great again by putting your faith in the God. Catch you all later. I love you all. Thank you all, subscribers. You all, hope you get all the subscribers you need and more. God loves you all. Bye.